Okay, so today's podcast is going to be a little bit different. Uh, the mic is going to be a little bit weird. It's going to come out and go away. So today's podcast is going to be a little bit different because I'll cover the sports after this. So if you want to skip to that, I'll put a timestamp, and if it's not there, just see where the background changes. So let's get into the video. Today's video is going to be about why Mr. Beast is the worst person in the whole universe, why he's a satanic worshipper. From what I know, he takes African kids' soul and sells them on the market. He's coming to unalive us all. He's just manipulating us. He's an agent of the government, and he's there to destroy us all. That's what I would have believed if I used Twitter. Like the that are on Twitter, I can't believe it. Someone is going to bring world peace, and Twitter is going to still be against that. They're going to say it wasn't fast enough. Why didn't he do it? Why did he? Why is peace somewhere more, somewhere less? Why he's trying to sell something? Whatever, they're going to never ever in their whole entire miserable life ever say something that makes sense. From what I know, there 99% of all people on Twitter are psycho, and the last one of them are people like me who are just there watching those psycho. So I don't know what am I. So that's what I'm going to talk about. That I don't know. I don't understand people's thinking of why would you blame other people's issue and everything wrong in the world on a person who's trying to do something good. Obviously, I don't agree with the way Mr. Beast makes the thumbnails. I don't agree with that. I think it's a little bit weird, but he's doing a right thing. Even people argue that his intentions are not wrong or he's doing it for fame, but the truth is that, or the fact is that there are now 1000 people with better eyes and that can see better, or there are like thousands of African children who have shoes now. That's a fact. There's a theory that his intentions are wrong, or that he's doing it for money, or that he's doing it for fame, but that's a theory or just a suggestion. The fact what we should concentrate on, the fact is there are people who needed help and they got help because of some studies. This is my opinion, very controversial opinion, but we shouldn't judge someone based on their intentions, because we can never in this life, we can never judge someone's intentions. It's impossible. We can make a educated guess, but that's it. When what we can do is judge people on their actions. The actions are that he helped loads of people. He's taking the money and using it to help people. Obviously, what people see is that, oh my god, he's getting benefits, he's getting fame, he's getting million subscribers, he's getting his people love him, he's selling stuff. But that's okay, because there's a stigma against making money and like making an honest living, and people who are broke and who don't do any work, they hate on people who make money. It's he's making an honest living and helping people with Capitalism isn't wrong if you're not exploiting someone and you're just working hard to make money and have a better lifestyle. And and obvious and and some people say that they should live humbly and don't spend their money, live like Warren Buffett, have billions of dollars and still live in average home and average lifestyle. But I disagree with that. I believe that if I'm earning $1 billion, I should behave like a billionaire. I should spend money like a billionaire, because I'm not a billionaire. Obviously, I'm a broke. I'm a broke person. I have no money. I don't. Wait a second. I'm sorry. I'm bad. But I was saying that everyone should live by their own means. It isn't bad if someone is living to their means, and it's just based on jealousy, and like unless someone is abused their power to get that wealth, you shouldn't be jealous or judge them for using it. Like what, I don't rate Warren Buffett for being like having money and not using it. I think it's for doing the same thing that I'm judging someone's intention, but I think it's a facade in that sense that if you have the money, you should use it. Use it for good, use it for bad. But if you're just keeping it and not using it for anything, it's just trash. If you have $1 billion, either spend it on something you like, spend it on charity, spend it on anything. Like just keeping it as a bounty or as like a trophy isn't, I don't rate that. So back to the topic. The topic was Mr. Beast. So yeah, so what I was saying is that Mr. Beast is getting cancelled for absolutely nothing. He's like helping loads of people and getting cancelled for it. So like so dumb. Like next time, I'm 100% sure if, for example, who is a good person? Uncontroversial. For example, if Einstein was in 2022, he would have gotten cancelled because his equation wasn't inclusive to everyone. People who had less mass would have said, "Nah, fam, this is cancelled. He's masses." So that's what I was saying. That right now it's kind of the atmosphere is really weird. Everyone can get it. Whatever you do, you can get cancelled as long as you are famous and someone else can get clout from you. So I think that's it, I guess. There was nothing else. So let's move on to sports. So, okay. So F1. Next race is Jeddah. It's a little bit controversial race. I don't know why. Well, I know why. I can't mention it. But uh, the thing is that even though some people disagree with the race in Jeddah, it's been a banger year from year. Every time there's a race on Jeddah, it's world class. There are crashes, great racing. I've been there, so I have a bias. But there are crashes, racing, there's everything there. And it's an amazing race. The racing and how close the race is amazing. The views and the angles, it's like a perfect track for overtaking because it's like straight all the way. Saudi Arabia, so it makes sense. It's so much. It's so straight. There are not that many, turns. Uh, Take that whatever. So that's what I was saying. So it's going to be great racing. I believe. Yeah, my prediction was that Charles will win. I'm not a Ferrari fan. I don't think that. The only reason is that I have heard that Ferrari's car is like favors Jeddah's track, so I think they'll be good. Maybe Checo can battle with Charles because Checo was last year faster than Verstappen. But let's see, anything happen, but it's going to be a banger race. My predictions are obviously Charles will get, say Perez will get pole, Charles will be second, Max will be third, Alonso will be fourth, then Sainz, George, George, then Lance, then Hamilton. I'll say Hamilton, then the rest because that don't matter. That's important, you know. So I put Lance in front of Hamilton because last year Hamilton was horrible in Jeddah. So let's see, he started 17th, he didn't qualify to Q1. So let's see. Mercedes doesn't like straights, and like Alonso is like world class. So let's see. Maybe my prediction the race is that Charles will overtake Checo and win. Checo will be second, Max third, maybe if Alonso will be fourth, he'll battle with Sainz. Maybe if he pushes, he can battle with Verstappen. But I don't think the Aston Martin is fast enough. So Checo will be fourth. Russell will be fifth. Russell will be fifth. 6 will be Hamilton, then Sainz, then Lance. So let's see. I hope it's going to be a banger of a race. I don't know who I'm going to watch it with, but I hope it's going to be a good race. So last year I was there and I didn't see the race. Like I saw it live, so it was quite fun. But this year I'm going to sit home and watch it. So let's see what happens. So let's go. I hope Mercedes like performs well and maybe podium, but most chance the if Mercedes is in podium, most likely summer DNF. So let's see. Okay. So moving on to football. Football is going to be a player. Okay, so I there wasn't any suitable background. So first I start with the pain and suffering I'm suffering right now. I try to put it here, but my fantasy league, I had Haaland, but he's in God damn it, man. He's in subs. He 22 points in subs, man. Shit, man. So I lost the league. I was already bottom. That could have saved it, but now it's done. No hope left. So let's see. So it was because City won on Red Bull like 5-6-6-1, and like it was. I didn't watch the match because I didn't. I'm not interested in match between City and Leipzig. I was playing something else. So let's see. Tomorrow's game going to be entertaining because Red Bull. Not. I mean Liverpool and Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid will win 2-1 or 3-1. Not an aggregate, obviously, they have more goals, but they'll win 2-1, 3-1. It's going to be a murder. I don't think there's any chance Liverpool can win. There's more chance of, like, for example, there's more chance of quantum tunneling than there is chance of Liverpool winning against Real Madrid, and the chance of winning of quantum tunneling is like infinite in one divided by infinity. So there is literally no chance Liverpool get to the next round. So that's it, I guess. But the important news about this week is that first, I Barcelona are guilty of paying refs or like paying referees head something who like made favorable decisions for Barcelona. Like in one year in 2022-2023, Pep's Barcelona and Man City legacy is in question because if he's paying the referee, what has he won? What has he lost? Like you never know because obviously we know corruption is there in football. Juventus just got were guilty of corruption and they got punishment for it, but I've never expected that Barcelona would have paid the referees money, and like it's disgusting how like many clubs are corrupt, and like I don't even like why. Like I understand why that obviously they wanted to win, that's why they did it, but they have to be punished. If any team does this, pays refs, he needs to be punished so harshly that no other team even thinks about it. Like it shouldn't even be in question if Barcelona don't get punished. I'm 100% sure some other club will do it, and obviously they won't get punished either because they have so much money. Barcelona needs to get smashed from this punishment. I am biased. I don't like Barcelona that much, but this isn't about club. This is about the sanctity of football. That a club has broken that rules and that love for football, and they have done something illegal that ruins football. Like we expect as a football fan then that when two teams are facing each other, there isn't any money involved. Obviously in the players there is, but there isn't the referees aren't paid, and it's a fair match and it depends on who plays better. But if Barcelona are just throwing the money to the refs' faces, then we don't know their legacy is in question. Who knows? Maybe they even bribed UCL. That Chelsea match looks kind of sus, but let's see. And if Barcelona infected, like not infected, I mean in investigated. I think Real Madrid should also be investigated because some of their decisions are also kind of sus. So let's see. I hope they get punished. I'm saying it again. This is unfair, and I think they should get punished for it. They should be made an example of. So let's see what else happened. What else happened? And Liverpool lost to Bournemouth. I can't pronounce it. So Liverpool lost. I don't know what they're doing. One day, it's like we beat the biggest. It's like we beat Khabib and then lost to the homeless man outside my house. Like how you smash Khabib, you smash the smasher, then you go outside and get beaten up by a homeless man. So that's what happened to Liverpool. I'm not saying Man United are good, but we shouldn't have lost. We should have done better. Salah was horrible. He was a ghost. Uh, I've seen Andy Carroll with better performances than that. It's horrible what he did. He skied the ball. It was like I could have taken a better penalty. So let's see what happens. I think that's it with football, but let's move on. There is great thing happening cricket and okay, prediction is done. Yeah, I made the prediction 3-1 to Real Madrid. So let's move on to cricket. Okay, cricket. It was nice. Basically, there were some annoying things like first I'll first cover the more important thing. The more important thing was that India and Australia both qualified for the World Test Championship. Sri Lanka or New Zealand needed to win and Sri Lanka needed to lose for India to qualify, and they did that. So they qualified. Virat Kohli got another century. It was an amazing century. I didn't watch it. I didn't have the time, but I watched the highlights and great century. Obviously, a road pitch. I won't be unbiased. Same way Babar does it in a road pitch. Virat did in a road pitch. So let's see. But I believe that Australia will win against India in the final because we had to like make new pitches. We had to fix everything. Not the matches. I mean the pitches, and we still made it a 2-1 series. So if we are going to England, it's going to be really hard defeating Australia. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. So let's see. I believe Australia is going to win. So that's it. And for PSL, it was kind of weird where Quetta and Karachi both won and were celebrating like they're like dead rubber matches that nobody was taking seriously, and they're celebrating like they have won something. Like this is the mentality of losers. When winners win dead rubber matches, they have no reaction. You know why? Because it's a dead rubber match. You had a stinker all tournament, and then you win a match that doesn't matter, and match that not their main team is not playing, and you celebrate like you have won something. Like you should have attitude of winner's attitude and like fight for it and not celebrate small things. If you celebrate small things, you'll have a small mindset and small game mentality. So that's it. Peshawar, Lahore, Multan, and Islamabad qualified. Lahore and Islamabad will play today because it's like 12, so they're going to play today. And and Peshawar and Multan will play. So let's see. I believe Lahore is going to win the whole tournament, but let's see what happens. And one more thing, I Bangladesh also won their first T20 against England. So I just wanted to mention that. So that's it. I don't think anything else happened. Wait, let me think about it. The controversy. No, nothing else happened. So, okay. So, I think that's it. I'll just make the prediction for the UFC. I believe Kamaru Usman will win, but it's going to be a tight match between Kamaru and Edwards. I believe that it's going to be a closer match than last time, but I think Kamaru will do it. Okay, so thank you for watching. I like upload midweek tomorrow. I'm going to make a podcast with my AI Indian tech support expert. So about dark side of AI and stuff. I like it. I like the dark side. A little bit of research. It's going to be a banger. I won't spoil on what the topic is, but it's going to be a banger episode. So I hope you all tune in. So thank you for watching and goodbye.